Hello underwater friends. In this video I'm going to show you how I work on color correction on my films using Adobe Premiere. My name is Jérôme Renogou. I'm an underwater videographer based in Amed, Bali, and I've been doing videos for the last 10 years. So in this channel I will try to help you out if you need advice on how to get better underwater videos. When shooting underwater we lose a lots of colors due to refraction. So in this video we're gonna see how we can get the colors back in Premiere Pro and try to get as close as reality as possible. When shooting underwater, we lose a lots of colors due to refraction. So it's important to bring light, but sometimes it's not enough. So in this video, we're gonna see how we can get the colors back by using Adobe Premiere Pro. We'll also see how we can get a nice dynamic range and get the video to look nice and have no issues with burned whites or dark that are too black. We're gonna start to work on the color corrections. So for color corrections, well, I go on color and then I have a few things that I'm gonna work on. So I put my Lumetri monitor to have all of the informations I want. The first thing I will do is just work on the 4 top basic things: temperature, tint, and then I'm not gonna do exposition and contrast, but I'm gonna do shadow, black, white, and highlights. So this will be my start. I don't want anything to be above 90, let's say, for the 95 for the white, and then I will try to make a form as nice as possible to have good contrast. Okay, so let's start. So this one, we see it's peaking a little bit, so we're gonna first try to reduce the white. Here we go, it's not peaking anymore. Maybe we can put a little bit more shadow like so, a little bit more black to go just at the edge. Here we go. And then I can probably add a little bit of highlight to have a wider form here. The wider it is, the more different brightness you have. And now I look at the color. It might be a little bit too green, so I can correct it like so, and then probably a little bit more blue. Here we go. That's pretty much what I wanted. It's not perfect, but later on we'll do also a color balance. So that's my first correction. Like this, I make sure that nothing is overexposed. The black are not of bad quality, they just touch to the bottom, and my waveform is wide. Like this, I have lots of infos. Then for the color balance, I do it a little bit more on with my eyes. So it's important to have a monitor that have good colors. Let's go to the next one. This one's still a little bit too much white. Here we go. But then it looks all dark, and that's actually, we don't see anything here. So we're gonna start with highlights. Bring some highlights, wow, to the maximum. It still works. Shadow, maybe a little bit more just for extra contrast, and I think the black is quite where I want it. Once again, a little bit too green, and maybe need a little bit blue. It's too warm. Here we go. This one, too much on the ships. What do we have? Too much white. Here we go. Actually, the black as well is touching the bottom, so I can take off a little bit. And then we can probably put a little bit more highlights. Yeah, and the dark, the shadow, actually I prefer it a little bit more contrasted. Probably a little bit too more red, even though Sean is red, but its face should be more white. So I think just by using this tool
I get something back, and I think I will just leave it like this. Next one, Shaun the sheep again. A little bit too much white. Maybe a little bit more highlight. This time we can bring down the shadow a little and then get the black to touch the bottom. Yeah, like that. Once again, maybe too black, too much green. Let's try like this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, very good. I'm quite pleased with the result. This part should be white, so just get it back to the color I wanted. Oh, this one is about the same. Let's see, more highlights. The good thing by taking off some white is that you can bring some highlights and then get it more contrasty by putting some blacks and shadows. Here we are. Let's try again this one. It was quite okay last time. No, this time Control Z. Oops. Control Z. Actually, it was better before. Maybe just a little bit of blue. I'm quite okay with it. Next one is a little bit dark. As we can see, most of the spectrum is in the bottom of the graph, so we're gonna have to work a little bit on it, even though here we have a little white that brings it too much. So we're still gonna make it like this. Like this, nothing is burned, but then I guess we can add a lot of highlight on this one. Do we need to put less shadow? Maybe a little, maybe like this, but then I can bring back the black. Once again, too much green. Is it gonna work this time? I don't know here because it's pink, more like here. Ugh, that is too much, but actually it's still better than it was before. Here we can see before and after just by pressing the FX, and actually we get back most of what we wanted. I have a little problem with that part of the picture though, so maybe I should go back on Effect and try to center it a little bit different.
If you like to know the equipment I use to do this video, you should check the video How I Do an Underwater Video, Part 1, the equipment. If you have any question about this video, or if you would like me to treat any specific subject on underwater video, don't hesitate to put a comment below and let me know. I would be very happy to answer to your questions or do a specific video on the subject you like. If you like this video and want to see the final result of the series How I Do an Underwater Video, don't hesitate to watch this video, Amed Muck Dive. Thank you.